Security in Russian. How propaganda justifies war and sabotage of negotiations. The latest broadcast of the Russian political program, Bolshaya Igra, discussed the issue of security, territorial concessions, and the rights of Russian speakers. However, these words hide a classic pattern of Kremlin propaganda: to present aggression as a forced defense, and Kiev's refusal to capitulate as a categorical rejection of peace. Ukraine is accused of sabotage even before the negotiations. The hosts claim that Kiev allegedly, immediately, categorically refused to discuss concessions, especially on the Donbas issue. Referring to Western media, Financial Times, they describe in detail the fortified areas of Ukraine, as if justifying the need for military pressure. This narrative has a dual purpose: to show Russia ready for negotiation. And when Russia talks about security guarantees, firstly, Russia talks about the need for a security guarantee for ourselves. And this means the demilitarization of Ukraine, its neutral status, limiting its practical interaction with NATO countries, and so on. Secondly, when Russia talks about security guarantees for Ukraine, we do not deny that Ukraine should receive security guarantees. It certainly should, but these security guarantees should not be the occupation of Ukrainian territory by the West. We are categorically against the deployment of the so-called European contingent of coalitions of the willing. And yesterday, at a press conference with the Minister of Foreign Affairs of India, Sergey Lavrov once again reminded that Russia is proposing the formula for guaranteeing Ukraine's security, which in fact was agreed upon in April 2022 in the draft Istanbul Agreement. And the minister explained at the same press conference what this consists of, namely that security guarantees must be provided by countries that are permanent members of the UN Security Council, plus Germany and Turkey were also mentioned at the time. And according to the minister, this really resembles the obligation under Article 5, but in no case does it involve drawing Ukraine into a de facto military alliance with the West. Accordingly, it follows from this that China, as a permanent member of the Security Council, can and even should become one of the guarantors of Ukraine's security. By the way, the Chinese Foreign Ministry has already stated today that it is ready to discuss its participation in the settlement of the Ukrainian conflict, but Zelensky has categorically refused here too. Let's listen. We do not need guarantors who do not help Ukraine and did not help it at the time when it really needed it. We need security guarantees only from those countries that are ready to help us. Oleg Sergeyevich, in general, an interesting interpretation is that we are ready to receive guarantees of our own security only from our allies, as if anyone cares. From China's point of view, this would of course be the optimal partner.